1977, again because of my involvement with image, I became aware of the larger government picture and what other agencies there were and what types of jobs there were. So I left Social Security in 1977 to take a job with the HEW Civil Rights Office in Dallas. And because of that, I was more informed about civil rights law as an investigator, and I worked for about 15 years as a federal investigator for discrimination complaints. So that gave me a lot of ammo, if you would, to deal with local issues. When things came up on civil rights matters, I was an expert in that area, so I was able to help people.
Can you give us an example when something came up locally that you were able to?
Well, the professor at UT.
Okay.
That was subject to.
Oh, so you were already working as a federal investigator by the time that had come up.
It was the transition there.
Okay.
I was with Image up until 1979 or so, and I can't remember. So it was earlier that we had the UT incident.
Okay.
But there were other people that came before the board's, Image board's attention, people that they felt discriminated in their workplace, and they came to us for assistance.
Mm-hmm.
So we would guide them in how to deal with civil rights complaints, how to file them, the process that would be followed in order to address those, and investigations that would follow, and also settlement agreements that would be generated by by the organizations to try to resolve the issue before it went to a formal complaint. So knowing the system, we were able to counsel them very well.
What kind of employees were these? Were they just blue-collar workers?
Yes, yes.
Or what sort of companies, or what industry?
Private industry, so it was a EEOC that dealt with it. It was not a federal civil rights issue, but the Equal Employment Opportunity Commission was one. There was a lady that I remember specifically that was a Spanish-speaking lady, and she was bewildered because they fired her from the job for testifying in a civil rights case, in that EEOC case in their employment. So they targeted her to fire her, and they did, and she appealed that and through a civil rights complaint through EEOC, and there really was no basis for them firing her without giving her an opportunity to find out what was going on. But that's how ruthless employment was back then.
Mm-hmm.
So she was able to settle that case, but she didn't regain her employment. So you trade off some of those things when you resolve a dispute. You give up something and you get something.
Mm-hmm.
So, but at least you got something, instead of nothing.
Yeah.
Other than just being shown the door and out you go.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
I was going to ask about undocumented workers. Were any undocumented laborers ever?
No, we didn't handle any issues that came up that way.
Okay.
If if maybe there were image organizations along the border that had more opportunities to deal with undocumented workers, but we didn't up here that I know of during that time.